This is a presentation of SimWorld Sports.
Good weekend, SimWorld. March is here, the madness is here, and in SimWorld we are already at the Final Four of the Sunset Shootout in Los Angeles. 4 teams playing today, 2 winners advancing to the title game on Tuesday, and we got matchups so big it takes 3 men in the booth to call these games. I am E Lava, and I am joined today by B-Ron and Rick Blaze. Our producer is always Ron Yell in the booth. We're getting ready for action here. B-Ron, Rick, let's start with you. How are you doing, and what do you expect from our first matchup between Mountain West and Midwest?
I am excited to be here on this succulent Saturday. It is semi-final time. My man's doing push-ups before the game start. I'm happy to be here, man. Let's get it going.
B-Ron, happy you're here too. Action underway. Midwest in the black uniforms with red trim, and Mountain West wearing the red, and first shot up from Midwest will not go. Brian Vaughn there to rebound and back down the other way.
Real quick, I'm happy to be here. My first time in a 3-man booth. I'm so excited for this game, y'all.
Big matchups.
I was going to stay call because this is my first time in a 3-man anything, because I just typically get away from that at all times.
Oh, I bet you've been on some 3-on-3 basketball teams before, Rick. Come on now.
Yeah, that's right. That's 6 people though.
That's true. Oh, taken away by Kenneth Gaffney, the talented point guard for Mountain West.
One of those games, E, where we're gonna have to try to
Midwest
get that
straight,
man.
This is gonna be tricky. I'm glad they're wearing very, very distinctive uniforms. At least that is going to help. Gaffney's shot up won't go in. Midwest back up the other way. We all do.
And also we got these two coaches battling each other. We got J6 and Coach Josh Robinson as well. And both of them have been doing really well with their teams as of late. Even Coach 6 is in my top 5 rankings right now for coaching. He's number 4, no longer in number 6. So we're going to see if he can climb up that ladder and see if we can get Coach Robinson up there as well.
That's absolutely right. If you want to be on top of all these things, you gotta come to the SimWorld NBA Discord and check out Rick's Blazing Takes every week. No, more than how often a week do those come out now, Rick?
3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Ooh, good position there from DJ Ham, but I don't know why he backed away from the basket. Slow start from both of these teams. We're still looking for Midwest to get on the board.
Abbreviations are a killer, man. I was looking at them like MMW, like what are we doing here?
MNS is Mountain West. Oh!
Hey!
The fruit cup!
And there, Midwest gets on the board, and that is Donald Effetti doing Donald Effetti things. The 26th ranked senior, 6'4", out of Minneapolis. The athlete can drive, and oh, look at that, DJ Ham underneath. Picks up the rebound, puts it back in, and we have Mountain West select in this ballgame.
Is DJ Ham, let me ask you, maybe our producer may know.
Yes, sir.
Is DJ start for Darvin Jr.? Is this Darvin's Ham's son?
I don't believe there is any relationship between DJ, listen to me now, DJ and Darvin.
Okay.
I'm just going to mash them up, create one super player out of the 2 of them. DJ Ham, the 6'10 senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, plays for Harold at Bishop Gorman High School. And meanwhile, 3-pointer up and in, Brett Vaughn. 7-2 lead for Mountain West Select suddenly.
Big fella Brett Vaughn can put the shot up with the best of it. Oh, good move, slicing and dicing.
Nice move, but Effetti can't get that one to go. Mountain West quickly up the other way. Ooh, Gaffney thought about the shot there, but pulls it back out.
And Coach Robinson's actually very happy to have Brett Vaughn back in the starting lineup tonight. He had him back in the quarterfinals, and he said it paid off for him in that game. He's before and hoping to have a good game here. Redemption is the name of the game for Coach Robinson today in this one.
Well, Brett's big brother, although they're twins. Brian was born a minute earlier. Brian Vaughn, 6'8", 16th ranked senior in the country and captain. There you see him on your screen. Nice little bucket there on the feed from Kenneth Gaffney. And Brian Vaughn, in spite of the turmoil in his personal life with the recent NCAA ruling. You know what, actually, B-Ron and Rick, I'd be interested to get your opinion. What do you think Brian Vaughn does next year? I mean, I think everybody was assuming, especially with the strong military tie that the Vaughn family has, that this kid was going to go to Army, maybe Navy, maybe the Air Force Academy. We know those aren't happening now unless he just wants to go into the military and not play basketball. Do you see the G League in his future? Hey, Brian Vaughn, at 6'8", 245, believe it or not, is a talented hockey player. He can even consider playing hockey, although the idea of him dropping the gloves and wanting to fight you or even just coming at you at speed on skates is a frightening prospect.
I'm terrified. I don't like that idea at all.
But where do you guys think Brian Vaughn ends up? What do you think, B-Ron?
I think that he might go to the G League if he wants to continue playing basketball anyway. He might go to the G League. I mean, or he could go overseas to play. Those are always options, but I feel like the G League is probably the better route for him.
We have definitely seen a whole slate of SimWorld High School stars announce they're going to the G League. Che King, Jai Edge. Ooh. Brian Vaughn passes out of the double team down there, but can't get the assist as the teammate misses the bucket. Chance for Midwest.
And one.
Almost, man. Great shot.
Gaffney picks up the foul. Sends Brian Webb to the line. Webb, junior shooting guard out of Dayton, Ohio, averaging 11 points a game, more than 11.4 for this team. Actually the third highest scorer on Midwest Select. Coming in off the bench. He's perfect on the year from the free throw stripe. Gets 2 more here.
Rick, what about you, though? What do you think that Vaughn is going to do?
What would you do if you were Brian Vaughn?
You know, I think in this situation, obviously he's not cut from the exact same cloth as his parents and his people before him, which is fine. And he found his hands in the cookie jar, so it is what it is. So I think the G League is probably his best option at this point. You know, either that or, you know, some Ponzi scheme. So I would just go with the G League instead.
Well,
G League has a better route in that regard, right?
Yeah.
Well, G League has one distinct advantage for Brian Vaughn as well, which is that he can keep that hair in the G League.
Absolutely.
That wasn't going to last at West Point or Annapolis for very long. That wasn't going to last.
That's
the first
very
day.
true. Very true.
The Brian Vaughn. I guess those are dreads. I'll have to get a closer look at them.
Yeah. Has he
survive?
Was it always like that? Has it kind of changed over the course of the season?
No, during the course of when I've seen him anyway, he always had it because I noticed. Oh, and by the way, that is a pretty move down low. DJ Ham.
You gotta dunk that though, DJ.
So that tells me he's not Darvin's son. Darvin definitely would have.
Darvin would get up on that.
Darvin Ham does not lay the ball up at all.
You got a one-hand yam in that thing.
Brian Webb making his presence felt for Midwest on the other end. Cuts right to the hoop there, puts it in. Tie ball game. 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
It's been a very good start so far for both teams.
Oh, Ham driving inside again.
Whoa.
Ham.
Nice.
DJ Ham putting on a little show for everybody out here first quarter.
He keeps this up. I might have to make a song reference at some point here today.
Well, well, Scoochie Nelson, Midwest, drains a 3, and we have Midwest has come all the way back now. They've actually got a 1-point lead. They were down by as many as 7 earlier.
Good lay.
Other end, is that John Edwards? I didn't quite catch a name or number on that bucket.
Didn't quite catch.
No, I think it was Eugene
Church.
I think that was Eugene Church, actually. Well, I like to see Church getting a bucket. It will bring up his field goal percentage average, only shooting 28% coming into this one. The reserve guard for Mountain West. 1:47 left to go in the first quarter. 1-point game. And you know, a lot on the line here. These two teams both looking to make their first tournament title game appearance here in SimWorld.
And these coaches are looking to make a name for themselves as well as a force to be reckoned with in the coaching rankings in SimWorld as well.
Yep, both Josh Robinson of Mountain West and J6 of Midwest have won 3 games since taking over after the start of the season. And this is definitely a big one here. Now, keep in mind, this is a rematch as well. Midwest actually defeated Mountain West a couple weeks ago. So, chance for a little bit of revenge for Mountain West, but not going down there.
Love to see that matchup, though. Two big fellows going at it like that down low on the post. Love to see it.
Jeffrey Walker Kimbrough can't get that to go, and
to your point, B-Run, it's always fun to watch big people just go at it. Yesterday, I seen two big girls going at over a bucket of chicken, and it was entertaining as well.
I gotta be careful around you, Rick.
Yes. Yep. You gotta think about what your responses are.
Oh my gosh, what a fantastic move.
Second chance. Walker Kimbrough can't get it to go, though. We're under a minute to play here. First quarter. Tight defensive battle, and that shot won't go in. Church on the foul. Going to send Juan Jenkins to the line for Midwest.
But is that a Dallas booty cut he has in his hair? I know that sounds funny, but in Dallas, I'm from Houston, so we right down the street.
I was going to say, I know you got that local knowledge.
Yeah, they do have a cut that they call the booty or the shag. So it's like a low cut all the way, low cut at the top, low cut on the sides, but in the back there's a patch of hair that's thicker than the rest of their head.
Is it like a bun ponytail type of thing?
It's not a pony. It's not a. I don't know what he might have a pony. I don't know what he got going. Oh my God! Yeah, his ponytail should come with a bow red. That is terrible. He has. Right there. Wow. He's literally trying to pull it together. Okay.
Donald Adams' second free throw on the way is good, and it gives Midwest a 1-point lead, 45 seconds.
This has been a really good
Church
first
has
quarter.
the ball. Oh, that was a fancy pass there from Church. Didn't really result in anything, and it only ends up with the ball being taken away.
3-11 in progress.
On the other end, yep. Too easy. Midwest Select now up by 3. And look at that. They're on a 16-6 run. That's impressive.
But with the way this game's been so far, you would think that in a 1-point game like this, you think that there wouldn't be any runs, but
right
here we are.
Well, it's been a fairly tight defensive battle between these two teams.
Shut it down. Right. The game is over. That's it.
Wow.
You're going home.
We gotta clean up on all 3 folks. Wow. Put it in the face. In the face.
Well, this has been some fun. For Midwest Select, we've had Brian Webb going off. You just saw his little shake and bake there. But then on the other end, as he's done for the first 8 minutes, DJ Ham of Mountain West. We got a good ball game here, clearly. Oh, look at that.
See it again.
The church is closed. Close the church doors, please.
Second quarter coming up next. Close game, but as I said before the break, the 2 stars, DJ Ham of Mountain West, 10 points, 5 boards. And for Midwest, the reserve coming off the bench, Brian Webb, 10 points as well, 2 dishes, and 1 soul snatching, I would say.
Yeah. That was Scorpion come here right there. Oh my gosh.
Brian Webb putting Eugene Church on a poster and finishing the pretty play with a nice mid-range jumper. Brian Vaughn takes a deep three.
Circus shot.
Quiet game so far for Brian Vaughn. It's been his big man partner down low, DJ Ham, doing all the damage. Here comes Brian Webb again.
Oh, he's balling right now. He's balling right. He's looking like Tyler Hero right now for Miami. He's balling right now.
He is already above his averages. He's above all his averages. He's above his points, rebounding, and assist averages. This is a breakout party.
Yeah,
so far
I mean,
for Brian Webb.
Hey, the way he did Church, I think everybody's the room is still, the place is still buzzing. The way he put Church on his back like 4 flat tires.
Oh yeah,
both
and
these teams have brought some contingents of fans out to Los Angeles. I don't know, Mountain West a little bit closer. Maybe they have a little bit of a travel advantage there. But Midwest Select, 3-point lead at this point, playing well.
yeah, both teams are really playing well, and I have no idea as of right now anyway what kind of adjustments either coach could make. But I think it starts defensively. You got to figure out how to get stops. And consecutively, too, in a row. Build your lead up.
Oh.
Hey!
Brett Vaughn has done a little bit more than his more heralded brother Brian, at least so far in this one. Nice bucket there. Cuts it to 1. 6:09 in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break in the action. When we return, more first half coming up from Los Angeles in the Sunset Shootout semifinal. First half action, Sunset Shootout from Los Angeles. And a reminder, after this game ends, exactly 24 minutes after this game ends, we're going to find out who else is going to play in the title game on Tuesday. We got Chicago and West Coast Select coming up after this one. Ooh, Gaffney.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Fate of life.
Good decision there, too. Fading away and using the glass. Birdie.
For Lorenzo Robinson. Excuse me, I credited that to his opponent. Kenneth Gaffney. Oh, pretty pass there from Hines
That's
DJ
what you
Ham
got
again.
to do. Seeing those double teams quickly, being able to react to them. Coaches are going to want to see that both at this level and the next levels, too.
Yep.
Well, good job. Court vision.
Good pass. Now everybody got court vision. Now everybody got court vision.
Well, both these teams actually are playing
too.
really well. It's been fun to watch.
I say that too because so many kids nowadays will play basketball and they're looking to play hero ball, and it's good to see players who have that, as we've said, that court vision. They gotta see what's going on at all times. Those are the players who make the impressions.
Ooh, nice play there from Kenneth Gaffney. And this time I'm calling him out correctly. Deserved recognition after that move.
You'll be happy about that one for sure.
1-point game now again.
Hey!
Jabbar Wilson, 34th ranked senior, team captain from Midwest. Jabbar, favorite player Larry Bird, and that was a Bird-like shot right there.
Yes, it was.
4-point advantage now.
And he talked some trash after the shot, and he's really acting like Bird.
Yep. Is anybody that idolize your game after? It's Larry Bird.
Gaffney attacking won't go there. Lorenzo Robinson finds Jabbar Wilson down low.
There he is again.
6-point lead now for
Look at the big fella running the court. Good job, big fella. One thing these guards love is when the big fellas run the court. You'll get rewarded 99% of the time, big fella, if you run the court. That's for all big men out there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
DJ Ham of Mountain West has definitely been getting his rewards in this game, but it's Midwest Select with a 6-point lead about halfway through the second quarter. B-Ron, what are you seeing out there on the field? Gives the advantage so far in this one to Midwest Select beyond the surprising play off the bench of Brian Webb.
I'm in general just a lot of really great offense from both these teams, and I think that if that continues, we could see a very high-scoring game when this is all said and done.
Well, I'm impressed with Midwest Select building this lead when it's been fairly quiet from their big guys down low. Jabbar Wilson, you just saw him score both inside and outside. Nice little sequence over 90 seconds there. But Shia Winterton, who anchors the paint for Midwest, the 6'8 big man, 23rd ranked junior out of Gary, Indiana, Gary Roosevelt High School. Quiet so far, averaging 7.8 and 10.4 boards. Haven't had an excuse to call Shia Winterton's game so far in this one.
Yeah, he's acting real shy.
But I'm sure, look, 10 boards is nothing to slouch at. So it may be quiet in the tradition. Oh, wait a second. I'll correct my thought. Hang on.
Yep, there you see again, DJ Ham having a big game, breakout game, and he scores right over top of Shia Winterton right there.
I think DJ Ham just winked his eye at me tilting way down court. He's trying to show off today. He want everybody to see him doing this thing in the semifinals.
Well, he is owning Shia Winterton. Winterton, the best prospect to come out of Gary, Indiana since
Freddie Gibbs. Since Freddie Gibbs.
No. I was going to say Glenn Robinson, who is also a Gary Roosevelt. Yes, Big Dog. Also a Gary Roosevelt High School product. Well, the lead is cut to 4, and Jabbar Wilson extends it right back out to 7. Jabbar Wilson really feeling it from outside. He comes into this game just shooting 41% from the field, but is hitting threes at a 40% clip.
Not afraid to shoot. That's with a hand in his face. Love to see it.
Well, Kenneth Gaffney not afraid to drive to the rack. Disappointed he couldn't get that shot to go for an opportunity at three-point play, but will shoot 2. Gaffney, another player on Mountain West, yet to miss a free throw so far this season. And gets that one to go.
Every time you say that, I'm always waiting for the broadcasters.
Everybody holds their breath,
no,
but
man.
I'm here to tell you, Roniel and I coined the phrase reverse curse, and that is what I do. If I say that you're perfect from the line and I talk about it, you're just going to make your shots. It seems to be what happens.
I wish I had you and I'll play basketball, man.
That's right. Well, as the prophecy foretold, Kenneth Gaffney makes both free throws. Lead is now down to 5 for Midwest.
And I'm impressed with both of these teams. Their defense has been pretty good overall on both sides. There's been some really tough shots. Speaking of tough shots, there goes one right there.
Man.
There's been some really tough shots made by both teams. So both of these teams came out ready to play today. It's going to be a really tight game, I feel, all the way through 4 quarters.
Well, that was Donald Affetti with that drive and dunk, and he is one of the stars for this Midwest team.
With the no-look late bunny, huh?
Yeah. Would have been really pretty had it gone in. But it does not. And a chance for Midwest to extend.
I like this. Affetti, he attacks the basket with random aggression.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Affetti going to the line. Come right back. 2:15 to play, first half. And welcome back. Donald Affetti at the line, shooting 2. Affetti, 6'4" senior out of Minneapolis, being recruited by home state Minnesota, as well as Ohio State. Minnesota's Mr. Basketball.
I like Affetti's game a lot. He reminds me of a young, of course, this is like super top ceiling, but a young Dwayne Wade. He gets the ball and he's looking to drive every single time. He's not letting out the gas. If you happen to be in that bucket, in that basket, when he goes there, he's putting you in the basket too.
Oh yeah,
Affetti
get out the
gets
way
both
when
of
he
those.
comes through.
And, Affetti definitely has some room to grow as well. Not much of an outside shooter at this point, but you've seen what he can do with that athleticism, slashing right in. Kenneth Gaffney tries to do the same, can't get it to go. Second chance won't go either, but Brian Vaughn
nice
picks it
hustle.
up.
Oh,
Those are the plays you love to see.
There's no new shot clock, fellas. You got to put the shot up.
Ooh.
There you go. Yeah, the
Yep,
shot clock did not reset.
Brett Vaughn tried to force that inside to DJ Ham. Nicely broken up. Here comes Scoochie Nelson, gives it to Shia Winterton, and he
Ooh,
has a
get
shot
outta
blocked
here.
by Ham. Ooh. Great job being able to collect and get a second chance opportunity off that. The lead is now 11 for Midwest.
Oh, watch your feet, young
Wow.
man. Watch your feet, young man.
Mountain West coming a little unglued here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you wear a size 11 and your mom buys you a 12 shoe.
11-point lead, biggest in the game for Midwest Select. And Scoochie Nelson has it.
Look who's back on the
Gets
floor.
it to the star, Brian Webb, who still is feeling
Hey.
himself and filling it up.
He's a Brian Tyler hero web tonight.
Well, this game has been all Brian Webb off the bench. Definitely the MVP of the first half as Midwest has broken out to a 13-point lead here, looking to build upon that advantage. 1:21 to go.
I see you, Coach
Gonna
Six,
take a-
trying to get this dub, get your boys to the finals, man. Shout out to Coach J6, man. He's no
We're
longer
gonna
supposed to be known as number 6.
Gonna take a quick 30-second break, coming right back with more action from LA. Oh, I'm sorry, we're gonna stay. Gonna get it back in here.
So, fellas, let me ask you, B-Run. If you're the other team, is it Mountain? I can't, the name.
I know.
If you're the
Mountain
losing
West.
team,
Mountain
you're the
West,
losing team. What, and you're Coach Robinson, what's the game plan going into this second, after halftime?
I think you have to find a way to try to slow down Brian Webb at this point, honestly. We've seen him make an adjustment to try to play him a little tighter. Might want to consider double teaming him though at some point, getting a little more aggressive with him, because he's the one right now who is beating you. Let somebody else try to beat you at this point.
Okay. And I think personally that I think Webb is kind of doing his, sometimes a player just catches fire
Yep.
and there's nothing you can do. Sometimes they're
Yep.
in the zone. So my thing is, I think Webb is going to do his thing regardless of the rest of this game. You need to tighten up on everyone else, but most importantly, Coach Robinson need to get his offense going. That's important because I don't care how great your defense is. If you can't score in the other end, you're still going to lose.
Well, I'm going to come in and chime in for a second and say I think it's been, everything that they've done right has been because of that man at the line who just made his free throws, DJ Ham. He's playing well inside. They got their inside game going.
They do.
Just got to think Brian Vaughn's got to warm up. Where's the outside shooting, an outside game from Mountain West? Like Ireland early, shooting 67% from three, and he shoots more than a few of them.
Yeah,
Where
he's
is
late.
he?
He's late to the game right now.
Brian
haven't
Webb,
been able to
by
get
the way,
him going
just
at all.
saw another
So you can't
rebound
stop.
for
Brian
another
Webb is in
shot.
one of those zones right now. You can't stop him right now. He's 7 for 7. Oh, good split.
Ooh.
Very nice.
This is really good late.
Well, it's good to have some good moments from Mountain West at least. Build a little bit of momentum for the
But you
second
gotta
half.
have those more consistently throughout the
Brian
course
Webb
of the game
right
and
to
rest
the
of
rack.
it. Oh,
First
he
miss
is
out
human
of the
after
game.
all.
I think that was tipped. He probably would have made it if it didn't get tipped. I think it was tipped. So shoot it, son.
I really thought about that out there. Instead, throws it
Here we
down
go.
in.
Here we go. Get the big fella involved.
Ooh, turnaround jumper won't go for Brian.
Not what I
Vaughn.
would like to see there. You got a mismatched smaller defender on
Yeah,
you. You gotta
yeah.
be to back him down and take that in.
You
easy.
got to. You got to abuse him.
Well, Brian Vaughn
Yep.
is a talented outside shooter, but I agree with you guys. You got that kind of advantage there. Oh no, Brian Webb is now on a cold streak, folks. 2 missed buckets to end that half. All the same, Midwest up 11. Comeback, second half action coming up next. All right, we got second half action underway here. Los Angeles Sunset Shootout semifinal, win or go home. And right now, it is Midwest pouring it on. Ahead by 11 at the break, and a turnover gives them possession once again.
I don't think that's how they drew it up to begin their first possession of the half at all.
I somehow think Coach Josh Robinson did not want that result on that play. Let's see if he can get some defense. Clearly, they're going to have to get some stops to get back in this. Oh, Jabbar Wilson gets his own rebound. Nicely done. Second shot attempt won't go. Batted around once again. Midwest ball.
Okay.
Third time.
3 bites at the apple, no bucket. That's right.
Man, that's rough, though. Get 3 shots like that and none of them fall? Might not be a good sign. I don't know, man.
Brian Vaughn got to get going offensively if this team want to have a chance. Period.
Brian Vaughn and Ireland early. Super quiet. Lorenzo Robinson's long shot won't go down. Lorenzo Robinson, the point guard, hasn't done very much this game. Oh, and at the other end, it's a 3. Oof. Donald Defetti.
It's starting to get ugly, folks. It's starting to get ugly now.
It is, and Donald Defetti is not, I mean, he is shooting 33% from 3 on the season, but that is not necessarily his forte.
Nope.
Brian Vaughn just looking pretty timid, but he does find the right guy, DJ Ham.
So let me ask you guys a question. Is Brian Vaughn struggling, or is Jabbar Wilson just playing really good defense on him right now?
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of both.
Oh,
but
and look at
I'd have
that.
to give the edge to Jabbar Wilson.
Let's talk about Donald Defetti for a second, folks. Just in the last 2 possessions,
tell you.
Defetti drains a 3, and then I don't know exactly what you want to call that, sort of like tap in. That's like an alley tap or something like that. But 14-point lead, Midwest, 6:14 to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back. We got a big lead here for Midwest, looking to make their first tournament title game here in Los Angeles. Definitely enough time, though, for Mountain West to come back in this, and a shot like that will help.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Three-pointer from Brian
There he
Vaughn.
is.
Hey, Brian can hit those, shooting 36% on the year. Brian Vaughn, their leading scorer on Mountain West with 13.8. Drains a three there, and that's, that wasn't the player I was thinking of. Again, Ireland Early is the sharpshooter on the Mountain West side and one of the best sharpshooters in all of SimWorld High School hoops, but I think you're going to need some more outside production to go along with what DJ Ham has been providing inside for Mountain West if they have a hope of getting back in this game.
Yeah, if you can get both sides of your game going, the inside shooting with DJ Ham and the outside shooting with Early and Brian Vaughn and his brother, who knows, man? You can make a game out of it. They're only down 11 points.
I was going to say, this isn't that big of a lead, and in fact, out there in the NCAA tournament going on today as well, Baylor has just recovered all the way from a 20-point second-half deficit to tie things up and send their game with North Carolina into overtime.
Yeah,
So,
I think Mountain West is hoping to have the same luck in this third and fourth quarter.
Josh Robinson coming up with a plan for that. Ooh, pretty move there, and this lead is cut down to 9 single digits. That's a big psychological hurdle to get over.
Absolutely. Can't call Katie just yet, right, Rick?
Or 11. I'm sorry, no, they're still by 11.
No, she's not. I haven't called her, but I got the number up on my phone. It's up on my screen, though.
It's on speed dial, right?
Yeah, it's on speed dial.
Mountain West not catching any breaks, however. That is another made three-pointer by Donald Effetti, who again he's showing you can shoot from out there, but he is much more thought of as a slasher, a scorer. If Effetti's deep range game is on, could be a long night.
Oh! Hey, we got one. Let's go.
Donald Effetti. If the first half was all Brian Webb for Midwest, the second half has been all Donald Effetti. Impressive from the senior out of Minneapolis.
What's Donald Effetti's ranking?
Effetti is 26th in the country.
And one.
I think that's going to change.
And that might be a little low.
Call me
I
crazy.
gotta say, hey, I
That's
love
gonna
what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing from Effetti out here. He can score. 28-point game as a junior. Is that called as a flagrant? That is a flagrant foul. Wow,
Come on, ref. Come on, let him play, ref.
That surprised me. I
one.
didn't even give that a second look, actually.
Well, I tell you, you get in trouble one time about some illegal stuff. Now all of a sudden you do a flagrant foul. It's crazy out here.
Well, DeJuan Jenkins, the starting small forward out of Madison, Wisconsin, taking the free throws. Chance to extend this lead to a game-high 18 and rattles the second one in.
Too. So they get the ball back.
Gonna take a quick break here before possession comes back. 18-point lead, 4:39 to go in third quarter. Ball back in. Game back on. Mountain West has a mountain to climb to get back in this one.
A couple of mountains. Whitney Houston style.
I'm liking the double teams I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's a start anyway.
3 on the way. Deep
Wow.
3 up. Deep 3.
Wow.
in.
Heartbreaker, you got the best of me.
That
one hurt.
Kyle Winterton. The
That one
6'8
hurt.
center.
That one hurt.
Taking and making his first 3-pointer of the year. Desperation shot goes up. Yeah, that might be the first 3 of his high school career. I'm not sure.
And it was a long 3. He shot that from his grandmother's house.
Now, let's give him some credit, though. Like, he squared up. It kind of looked
Yeah,
like
it looked
he knew
good.
what he was doing.
Confidence. Yeah.
But
You love to
Big
see his
Shia-
confidence. That's one of those shots though where as a coach you go, no. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Good job.
When it's going your way, it's going your way.
Yep.
Well, oh,
Give me
taken
that.
away. There you go. Steal now from Midwest. Brian Webb. Oh, Brian Webb's cooled off, but the Donald DeFetti show rolls on strong.
Hey, this backcourt of Brian Webb and Donna Fetty is really looking good. I'm not going to front. It's really looking well. I don't know what the coach's decision is, but Webb is looking really good right now. Looking real comfortable in this starting type role.
I was just gonna say he might have to either get some more minutes off the bench or move into the starting role.
Ladies and gentlemen, we call that balling. That's what he's doing.
18
Let's go,
now
man.
for Brian Webb. Game high 18 points, all off the bench. This man does not start.
Coach Sticks
Oh,
might
open
have to
3 for
consider
Ireland
moving
early.
him.
There we go. Finally.
Man,
Finally. Ireland
Early
early
is
in the
so
game.
late with this 3.
Yes, he is.
Look at Brian Webb to the party.
Look at him
He's
go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Season high for Brian Webb now, 20 points.
I love it. See, I got to start calling more Saturday games. These boys show up and they show out on Saturday.
Oh yeah. So that's when it all comes out, man.
Oh, stuck under the backboard there, but 3 on the way won't go. Jabbar Wilson's been having a pretty nice game here. Now that
Really solid game.
Got it. Another one.
It's
A
Brian
3.
Webb show. We just paying rent, and I'm 2 months behind.
Well, the first bad thing to happen tonight for Brian Webb, the ref said he had a foot on the line.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a 2, not a 3. Some style points there for Brian Vaughn on that dunk, but
Let me get Katie on this. Let me get Katie on this phone.
Thanks, Rick. Somebody needed to.
Let me get Katie on. Look at Brian Webb. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You can't stop. You can only hope to contain it. Brian Webb is having he's having his own way right now.
Think we get Brian Webb to 30 by the end of this one? That will definitely be a career high for Brian Webb.
I think so.
You might get 30 by in the third quarter.
Well, we've been showing a lot of respect for Brian Webb here, but let's also respect what he's done all year. Again, this guy playing off the bench.
Yes!
Takes it away.
Webb,
2 more.
Let's go!
Katie, Katie, come on, Katie, come on, baby, come on, get this door. It sounds like up.
Well, as I was trying to say, Brian Webb has been playing well all year, averaging 11.4 points, shooting 53% from the field, but tonight is something else and something different from Brian Webb, maybe from all of Midwest Select. These guys are balling out.
Yeah,
He's
he's
D'ing
on a
up.
whole
Oh,
different
man, he's doing it
level.
on both ends, bro.
Caden Randolph brings it up the other way for Midwest.
I want to see what
Oh,
good
what a
That's a
pass.
good
pass.
Inside, Jabbar Wilson, 2 more. Senior captain out of Topeka extends the lead to 30 with a minute to play in the third quarter.
Mountain West is getting undressed right now as a team. I can see your slip showing, Mountain West. Your slip is showing.
Almost another turnover there. Ireland early,
All right.
able to get inside, shake 3.
See, I always pay attention E and B run. I always pay attention to the players, what they do when they're down, and how aggressive they are when they're down versus how aggressive they are when the heat's turned up. You see my man Webb, he's been aggressive from the day from the jump. Whether we're up 20 or whether it's a 2-point game, Brian Webb. All this Mr. Early getting points really late when there's no pressure now. Those are empty buckets for me. Like empty calories. I don't need those.
Shooting 2.
I agree with you though, Rick. I agree. You know, when you have games like this, when you're getting blown out, these are character development games, if you will, because it shows what you can do when, like you said, the deck is stacked against you.
Yeah.
Pride of Dayton, Ohio, Brian Webb, adding more to his total from the line. You know, when I was a child, I lived in Dayton for a few years. I don't
You
recall
live
ever.
everywhere.
I've been around a little bit. I have. Well,
You have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of information.
that's how I
Hey,
bring the
man.
trivia. That's right.
And since we got 34 seconds left even for the third quarter, can you just, I know I'm putting you on the spot,
Yeah.
can you give us a
Please.
random factoid about anything, either at the end of this third or start coming to the fourth quarter? Just take your time and think about it. We're going to the fourth quarter with ease. Random fact of the night.
We will get some in there. Well, hey, talking about Brian Webb, I can quickly name check some Dayton area landmarks and highlights. The biggest one being Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which, as the legend goes, and as my producer Ron Yell knows and loves, is where they keep the alien bodies from that plane crash out in Roswell, New Mexico. That's where they got them stored. Other rumors about Wright-Patterson is that that's where Kennedy's body was flown after he was assassinated.
Okay.
It's not quite an Area 51, but Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, definitely has its own set of legends and lore around
It's
it.
Area 52.
Maybe it's Area 52. That's right. Bringing Roniel in.
Hey guys,
producer
I just
right
heard
now.
you talking real quick, Live. I also heard that at Wright Pat, I think Mountain West body is going to be stored there after this game as well.
Wow.
Back to you guys.
Wow.
Oh, had to bring Roniel in for that one. That's too good. And I like, by the way, Roniel, a little hat tip for using the correct shortened nickname even. It is Wright Pat. That's right. If you're a local, you will call it Wright Pat. But Brian Webb, a product of Uber Heights High School, not quite the same system I went to, although I was younger than high school age when I was in Dayton myself. Desperation bucket will not go down. 28-point advantage. Midwest looks like they're on cruise control heading to the Sunset Shootout title game on Tuesday. 8 more minutes to get there.
And Katie's on her way.
8 minutes left in this one. I want to remind everybody that after this one concludes, exactly 24 minutes after this one concludes, in honor of the Mamba, Kobe Bryant, we will start our second game of the Saturday doubleheader. It is another Sunset Shootout semifinal, West Coast and Chicago, and a rematch, actually, of a tournament knockout game these two played earlier this year. Should be a lot of fun watching that one.
So, E, who won the first game against these two teams?
Between these two, Mountain West and Midwest?
Yeah.
Midwest. Yeah.
Something. The more things change, sometimes the more they stay the same.
No, this was a revenge opportunity for Mountain West, but it's an opportunity missed, I'm afraid.
I don't know, man. There's still time.
Nah, ain't no time. Ain't no time. Be right. Cut the crap. Ain't no time. Ain't no time. It's right here.
Hey, look, I had to do it. I had to do the you know.
Hey, this could be tortilla, flour, or corn, but it's a wrap either way. Shoot. It's enough time. Enough time me to leave my seat and go get some popcorn.
Or get some Powerade, right?
I keep that power. I already have a Powerade. Thanks to the fine folks at Powerade. Keep it when you're thirsty. Chuck it down in a hurry. Get you some Powerade, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Powerade, always powering SimWorld high school hoops, and also powering my man Rick Blaze, keeping his mind limber.
Absolutely. You gotta keep your mind limber, fluid at all times.
That's right. Plastic. Willing to accept new information and grow. That's right. Well, the lead just kind of keeps growing here. Actually, it's down to 26, but I'm not going to kid anybody either. This game is over. It's just a matter of...
That's 30 for Brian Webb?
Yeah.
All right,
Brian Webb get his 40. Keep him out there. Can he get 40? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about. Just beat him up. Get 40 on him. Get about a Webb. They had a crowd chanting.
He's got the ball right now. He's got a clear out, actually.
There you go. Work it out.
They know what they're doing. ISO for Brian Webb.
ISO for Brian Webb.
Brian Webb
going
to go
right Easy money. Easy stroker.
Hey, Rick Blaze, you wanted some trivia, and it's all about Brian Webb. This game is the official Brian Webb breakout
Wait,
party
hold on.
game,
Before you, let me set up for you. Here's E-Lava's random stat of the night. All right, now we're ready.
Well, I can turn this into a little bit of a game. So, other than Brian Webb, who do you think is the best basketball player ever to come out of the Dayton, Ohio area? Because I do happen to know this.
Dayton,
you don't know the name.
Can you give me a hint? Is he a big man or a smaller guy?
More of a wing kind of forward, and I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
His son, who has the same name as him, his son Junior, was just actually competing the other day in the NCAA tournament. He now stars for a Big Ten team, where his dad played for a Mid-American Conference team. I'll give you one more hint because I don't think it'll give it away. Dad played for Miami of Ohio in the MAC. On the high school, on the college level, excuse me.
I got a blank.
Oh! Hey now.
I like that one.
That's a consolation prize.
Won't mean very much, but Jeffrey Walker Kimbrough, and that means both the Walker and the Kimbrough families are going to be delighted with that dunk. But that's about all it means. Uh-oh, Brian Webb, more!
Wait, what's that, number 34? Let's get 40, Webb!
Let's get 40. But there is one player who you will clearly agree is better even than Brian Webb.
Wait, don't tell me yet. Hold on,
okay.
I'm thinking now.
Okay.
Miami of Ohio?
I can throw out more hints, too.
No, not. He went to Miami of Ohio.
Yes, he did. That is correct.
Let me see. Who went to Miami of Ohio? Let me think about it.
I'll give you one more hint, too. One more. You ready? I'm just giving you one more.
One more.
So I wouldn't say he was he's not a Hall of Famer. He wasn't a huge NBA star. But the man won 5 NBA championships, 3 with the Bulls and 2 with the Lakers.
Ron Harper?
It'll be Lakers.
You said
Ron Harper!
Oh, nice!
Yeah!
That's right.
Oh, his son just plays like a small forward. His son is taller than him, right?
Let's maybe I'll get my producer Roniel to look that up. But that's a good question.
Yeah, Ron Harper's like 6'4" or something.
Yeah.
I think his son is bigger than he is.
Junior's a little bit bigger. Okay, all right. But yeah, no, Ron Harper, out of the Dayton area, played Miami of Ohio, and then briefly played for the Cavaliers, actually.
Yeah.
Before he played for the Bulls and Lakers.
He played for the Clippers.
Oh, I did not know that. Post-game review for Jordan. Interesting. Let's get Roniel in here. Roniel's got. Let's make this a 4-man booth. Let's get it. Bring it in, Roniel.
Yeah, I just wanted to add the context that every time that Michael Jordan dropped some points, they cut to Ron Harper to give his take on Michael Jordan's game. So he also did some broadcast work, and it went us a little something like this. Ron, tell us a little bit about what Mike did tonight. He scored, and that was it. That's how it went down. But yeah, he was on the broadcast booth for post games for Michael Jordan. Mike said, "I don't have time to do them. You do them, Ron."
Yeah, you nailed him to the cross. I'm telling you.
You did there.
Just like Ron Harper. He had a little stuttering problem. Shout out to Ron Harper, man. I don't even know me, no disrespect. But he nailed him on that. But man, but a little known fact, before he went to the Bulls, he played for the Clippers and he balled for the Clippers.
Is that right?
He put points on the board. He became more of a pass the ball to Jordan, just a regular point guard when he got to the Bulls, but he was averaging like 21 points a game when he played for the Clippers. So people might not remember Ron Harper in that respect, but Ron Harper has some offensive game.
He was referenced as a poor man's Michael Jordan for his career.
He was a poor man's Michael Jordan.
Until he played alongside Michael Jordan.
Right.
Yeah, that usually does end most Michael Jordan comparisons.
I'll tell you
next
what,
to the man.
I appreciate all this knowledge right now. As the younger person in this booth right now, y'all are giving me all the knowledge right now, and I appreciate that. This is very fun for me.
Yeah, B-Ron, you're probably more familiar with Ron Harper Jr. than Ron Harper Sr.
He's not as good as his dad right now. I'm gonna tell you that.
No,
too.
he is not. He is not.
It's always speaking of that though, it's always fun to see athletes' children play sports to see how they compare to their parents.
Yeah.
And I know we shouldn't be doing that. That's what we do as sports fans. That's what we do.
Be wrong.
And actually, most of the time, a lot of the times, the sons or the children are usually not as good as the parents. And I have a theory behind that.
Ooh, okay.
My theory is those parents mostly came out of the inner city and had a lot of struggle. Mm-hmm. So when they say the kids say they got out the mud, those parents got out the mud for real. So when when their kids grow up, they don't have those same struggles, which is great. That's what you want to do. But there's something about having that struggle that makes you want it that much more than the rest of the world. And when you don't have to have that struggle, you have to look in other places to want it. The desire has to come, that passion and desire has to come from another place because it's not in the struggle.
If I could add on to what you just said, Rick, hey, Michael Jordan has two sons that actually played basketball. They now both work for Nike on his shoes on the advertising department.
I was thinking the exact same thing, Roniel.
And they wasn't 6'6", they were like 6'2", 6'3". They didn't get his height either.
Yeah. One of them tried to play at Illinois. That didn't go very well.
Yes, he did.
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
That was Jeffrey Michael, I believe.
Correct.
Jeffrey Michael. Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yeah.
And so you got to feel bad. I mean, and look, it's like you're saying earlier about Ron Harper being the poor man's Jordan. I mean, you're one of Jordan's actual kids. Guess what comparison is going to be made anytime you got a basketball in your hands?
Yeah.
I mean, that is not.
It's not an easy thing to live up to at all.
No, it's not.
As a Hall of Fame player, and you're the son of that Hall of Fame player, son or daughter, no.
Hey,
that's ridiculous.
It gives you more appreciation for Steph Curry when you think about it, though, because his dad was considered one of the great shooters, and he's moved on to be the greatest.
Grant Hill.
You put it in.
Grant Hill, too. Grant Hill's
probably, I think Grant Hill's probably the best example. Yeah, his dad was a professional NFL player, but Grant Hill was a better version in basketball than his dad was in NFL. So
one of the rare sort of, although Ken Griffey Jr., because there was Ken Griffey Sr.
I agree.
too.
That's probably the best father-son as far as talent. That's a good thing to look up, right? I think Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad probably the Barry Bond. Well, no.
Barry Bond.
Well, now I can't go with Dale and stuff because Dale wasn't as good as Ken Griffey Sr. was in their respective sports. Dale was a specialist. Ken Griffey Sr. was an all-star.
Don't forget about the Thompsons either.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Michael Thompson, Klay Thompson. Well, I suppose we should get back to this game too. Although
No, we ain't getting back to this game.
this one's been over for a while.
Moving on with our lives.
We've just been able to chat and enjoy a nice Saturday afternoon. But Midwest is going to fall a little bit short of getting Brian Webb his 40, it looks like, and they're probably going to fall a little bit short of the 100-point mark, which we always like to see. But they have put on a clinic today. Mm-hmm. They wanted a shot at a title. They are getting a shot at a title. Come Tuesday, the championship game coming up, and we're going to see if they're going to take on Chicago or West Coast Select, our next game coming. This should be a good one, too. I mean, Chicago, Drake Harvell, Gerald Carroll, you got that backcourt, and West Coast, everybody knows about Darius Outlaw. Mm-hmm. So, going to see some skilled perimeter players, some slashing, some driving. I'm expecting a big, good game next. So come back, rules, 24 minutes.
I know. You get one game that's like this, and another game where it's back and forth down to the wire.
Listen to the prognostication of B-Ron Stradamus, everybody. This man knows what he's saying. B-Ron Stradamus predicted it. I believe it's going to come true.
B-Ron Stradamus, I'm putting you on the spot. Who wins game 2?
Ooh.
Chicago.
All right.
You said it quickly with confidence.
You got a Chicago prediction, but we know who won this one.
Put everything on the other team.
Midwest Select wins this one. They have booked themselves a spot in the championship game on Tuesday. Come back exactly 24. We're going to see who else is going to make it to the title bout.
summer kid season.
All right, SimWorld. Hope you are ready for the second game of our Saturday doubleheader. We're deciding who is going to be the other team to advance and to take on Midwest Select in the Sunset Shootout Championship game here in Los Angeles. Either going to be Chicago or West Coast Select. And in addition to having a championship shot on the line, this is a rematch for these teams. West Coast defeated Chicago in the Stars of Tomorrow title game earlier this season. So opportunity to get another chance at the crown, and for Chicago, opportunity for some revenge against West Coast. I am Elava, joined today by my producer, as always, Ron Yell. And in the booth with me, got B-Ron. B-Ron, known as B-Ron Stradamus in the SimWorld NBA community, has already predicted that Chicago is going to get their revenge in this one. They're wearing white out there. We're about set to tip off. Should be an entertaining one here in Los Angeles.
Should be, and they win the opening tip-off. So if I was right about something, it's tip-off at least.
Well, Chicago off to a hot start. We're going to take a quick break here. Come right back. More action coming up. And we're coming back here. Turnover on that possession for West Coast, so it's Chicago ball. Scored quickly as well. Ian Krimmer, the big man, 6'11" center, controlling the tap. Came down and scored there. And they get the ball back on the violation. And LaGerald Carroll is feeling it to start this game. LaGerald Carroll, 24th ranked senior, 6'4" wing out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, B-Ron, when I've watched LaGerald play earlier in the season, he is very up and down. Ooh, nice rebound and dunk through by Jay Ingram. Right.
This is going to be a very fun game, I think. You know, seeing Chicago play, they've got a bunch of grinders on their team, and they can get physical, and they will get physical with you. And it can also get ugly, you know. But we'll see if that stays true or if it's one of those games where both teams are grinding it out and one of those last chance buckets sort of deal, which is very fitting given the time of year we're in.
Chicago, yes. Chicago can get gritty, but you saw River Rose, the captain on that last possession, get pretty. Nice jump, nice little lay-in. Goes. Meanwhile, second chance opportunity for West Coast. Unable to get the three to go, however.
Not a good sign to begin the game for Outlaw at all.
Lace Darius 0 for 3 to open up this one, and three-pointer there won't go from Dre Carvel. He's one of the stars on the Chicago Stars. Dre Carvel ranked number 2 in the SimWorld Junior class. Lace Darius Outlaw, number 7 in red out there, the number 1 ranked junior.
Yeah, and Lace Darius, one of his big advantages is his athleticism. Kid is super athletic, and he's going to have to use that here in this game to his advantage.
Well, they're going to have to find something. Chicago really playing well to start this one. Another turnover, and they turn it into 2 more points. There you see Montel Cage with the ball. Drives inside but gives it up, and Outlaw has it once again. Outlaw to the hoop. There you go.
There it is.
There's Darius Outlaw averaging 22 points a game, shooting 51% from the field, 33 from 3.
And he had a 46-point game with 7 made threes as a sophomore, and 7 assists in that big game as well. So we know he can fill it up both in the scoring department and in other areas of the game on the basketball court.
Well, definitely the backcourt of Montel Cage and Lace Darius Outlaw leads this West Coast team, but you also saw the rebound, put back dunk earlier. Jay Ingram, the center, 14th ranked senior in the country out of Santa Rosa, California. He is also a big part of why they've started off the year well. But Chicago, well, we mentioned Chicago got beat by West Coast in the Stars of Tomorrow Championship. I think maybe they haven't forgotten about that. Maybe some press from that game has remained up on the Chicago bulletin board in the locker room for a while, because they've come out this one playing well, looking like they want to avenge that defeat and get another chance at the title.
Yeah, and when you come out like this, you set the tone early for the game, and hopefully Chicago and Coach Phoenix Onielu can keep it going.
Well, block shot there. Turns into an opportunity for West Coast. Cage has it. Dribbles down underneath. Tries to take it over top Ian Krimmer and can't. I mean, Cage, just 5'10", going up against the almost 7-foot Ian Krimmer.
And Krimmer,
it's going to be a
man,
challenge no matter what position you get.
Yeah, absolutely. And Krimmer, man, he is no slouch. He is definitely rising up the rankings so far this season. He's now the 33rd ranked player in the nation, along with, again, Jay Ingram. So, you know, hey, they've got some two talented big men.
There, you see Eric Stanley get ahead of the field. Picks up a nice pass, and the senior from Fairbanks, Alaska. Alaska's Mr. Basketball and captain of this West Coast team. Lays it in to at least cut the lead down to 6. But Chicago, Coach Felix Onielu, nice start to this game. 3:40 to go in the opening quarter.
You know, when I think of West Coast, I don't think Alaska. I don't know why. I just don't associate that part of the country with the West Coast, even though, like, yeah, that's where it is.
Right? Well, the trick, I think, is associating Alaska with the rest of America, because it's just not particularly close to us. You know, it doesn't get the 4 seasons like we do. It's
it's in its own little world over there. It's like Narnia or something. I don't know, man.
It's like a part of Canada we sublet on a long-term lease or something. But but nonetheless, Eric Stanley, talented basketball player, efficient shooter, and probably the best basketball project to come out of Alaska since Trajan Langdon. If anybody remembers Trajan Langdon, he starred for Duke, and he had a short NBA career, I believe.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
That is Tyson Aycock. 6'5" senior out of Eureka, California. His first made 3 of the year. And also just averaging 1.2 points a game. Came into this game just averaging 28% from the field, actually, but confidently strokes a deep 3. Gets the lead down to 3. Drew Collins, the undersized big man, 6'5", 240-pounder out of Chicago. Can't get his bucket to fall, but does draw the foul, and it's on Jay Ingram. Now, B-Ron, as you know, we don't normally see, and these games are just 32 minutes, we don't normally see foul issues come into play, but on occasion we have. Chance Milton-Jones, the rising senior big man for New York, fouled out, actually, in the championship game of the Show Me Classic in St. Louis recently.
Yeah, we usually don't see, like you said, foul issues come into play with these 32-minute games total, but when we do, it seems like it's always a situation where it's too little too late for it to really matter in those cases.
True. Very true. Jumper on the way, up and good, Raphael McNeil. And after a sluggish start, West Coast playing better. Second half of this first quarter. Yeah, definitely right in it. Logan Rice in the game, handling the ball now for Chicago. A lot of subs out there. Jamal Harper. Oh, nice move, Jamal Harper.
Nice take, Harper.
6'4" junior out of Chicago. Extends the lead back up to 5. But it's been impressive defense as well as some struggling offense from West Coast. West Coast is actually the second highest scoring team in all of SimWorld Hoops, being held to just 11 so far. Under 2 minutes to go in this one, and able to come up with the rebound. Transition opportunity. McNeil, nice move. Smooth, super smooth from Raphael McNeil.
Oh yeah, they're finding their stride now here towards the latter half of the first quarter. And after a slow start, that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Aaron Murray and this West Coast team.
3-point advantage. Drew Collins has it out top.
Nice screen play, though.
Well, shot clock winding down. Nice deflection there to ensure that the clock runs out. Empty possession for Chicago.
And they've tightened up their defense here. And that's his second block of
Eric
the game.
Stanley,
so far.
yeah, 6'5", small forward. Only averaging
wing-
0.2
man,
blocks in the 11 games prior to this one, but 2 already in this one. Impressive for Mr. Stanley. Coming up on a minute to play. And Stanley has the ball. Gives it up to McNeil. Oh, McNeil is going to try a long three. Will not go.
Not what you want there at all. Not
No.
a good shot.
Ooh, Lucas Hines Allen quickly gets it up Steven Larson, but he decides not to take the three-point shot. Larson's hitting 50% from there.
Yeah, don't give him that one again, because he might take it next time. He's going to be so shy next time to take that shot.
Jamal Harper works inside, gets his own rebound.
Oh.
Can't
I
score,
like
however.
the aggression, though. Especially
Yep.
after Brian Webb in the first game. Off the bench.
Well, he's got 2 points already for Jamal Harper, so he's only got 32 more to go to hit the impressive tally that Brian Webb of Midwest put up earlier. But that's a pretty move there. West Coast able to cut this lead down to 1.
Here they come.
Final seconds of the
back
first
early.
quarter. Carter Hines
could
Allen
go
has
well.
it. Looks like he's going to try to take the shot clock down here. There's about a 2-second differential.
Yeah, take the shot clock down, get a pick maybe. Get yourself open.
Oh,
or lose the
instead
ball.
he gets his pocket picked. McNeil's going to try another three. Won't go. Ah, good tight defensive battle out here in this one. 1 point difference in Chicago's favor as we end the first quarter. Come back. We got 8 more minutes of action coming up in the second.
Up all night, putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. Up all night, putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. 'Cause tomorrow ain't promised. I give my all, ain't nothing less. No tomorrow ain't promised. There's no tomorrow, no tomorrow. No.
All right, we're about to get the second quarter started here. A title opportunity on the line, either Chicago or West Coast. West Coast has already won the championship this year, took home the Stars of Tomorrow title when they defeated the Chicago Stars. And Chicago
Yeah,
has
that
actually
was
lost the
a-
finals of 2 tourneys. In addition to losing the Stars of Tomorrow, they also lost the Bayou.
Yeah, and that game
Championship
against
game.
West Coast, like you said, West Coast won that game, and that was a 69-58 win. So, yeah, this is a big rematch.
Well,
Both of
definitely
these teams.
low scoring looks like again. Their first meeting. Not a lot of offense, a lot of defense, and we're seeing more of the same so far. Hines Allen gets underneath.
Way to
Wow,
be
what a
there,
nice
though.
flying tip in by Logan Rice.
Right place, right time. But that's why it's so important to find somebody to box out when a shot goes up.
Yeah. Logan Rice took advantage, got in there. 6'8" senior out of Chicago.
Snuck in there, man, like my niece sneaks in my candy box every day.
Montel Cage sneaks inside, the 5'10" junior, and gets the bucket to go. Hines Allen has it again. Andrew Collins with Logan Rice trying to post up down low. With the subs in, definitely not a sort of number one scoring option on the floor for Chicago, but they're getting it to work anyway. That's Jamal Harper. You know, Harper does average 6.4 a game for this team coming off the bench.
Yeah, and you always want guys like that to come off the bench and just give you a little something while your starters are getting some rest.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. What nice work from Cage, but he couldn't get either shot to go. Had two really nice open looks, actually.
Yeah, starting off a little bit colder to begin the quarter.
Hines Allen has three people on him, finds an open Logan Rice who blows the dunk. Oh.
Man, that's tough right there.
Oh, and instead Jay, not Jay Ingram, excuse me, that's Dawson Speaks, the 6'8 senior from Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, he's speaking all right, speaking with his hands.
You know, Logan Rice had an opportunity to extend that lead to a game-high 5 there for Chicago, and instead blows the dunk, ends up an easy 2 for Dawson Speaks down on the other end, and we're back to the Chicago 1-point advantage that I feel like we've been at for a long time now, B-Ron.
It feels like we've been here before, man.
It's a 1-point lead for Chicago. It's always a 1-point lead for Chicago. The score changes, but somehow that remains consistent. I don't know how, but well,
here
hey,
we are, right?
Has been a good game so far, and I expected that. These are two good teams playing really well. Chicago 7-4 on the year. As I mentioned, they've already had 2 cracks at a tournament championship title, just not able to quite get it done yet. And West Coast Select already has 1 trophy in their case back home, and they're 8-3 on the year. And as mentioned earlier, actually the second highest scoring overall team on average in SimWorld High School. But more of a defensive battle when Chicago and West Coast lock up. That was true in their first game this year, and it's been true so far in this one.
Yeah, and you know, what a story this would be if Chicago could get the win, advance to the championship game on Tuesday, and then win on Tuesday to get their first SimWorld championship tournament title of the year, because they don't have any yet, after being 2 prior to.
Well, if Chicago does manage to, nice defense there by Chicago, Ian Krimmer, does manage to win this game, hold on to the advantage they have right now, one way or the other, it's going to be a story on Tuesday if they take on Midwest, because Chicago will either win their first tournament title, that 3 won't go, or they will fall to 0-3 in championship games, much like Oakland. We will have 2 squads out there snake bit in title games.
Yeah, and those are always, you know, tough games to lose, but I mean, you got to get there first. So we'll save that kind of talk for if Chicago does.
When it happens. It's true. Point. Well, one thing that's going to help the Chicago cause is an off day from Lace Darius Outlaw, and you just saw him miss down on the other end again. The junior out of Bakersfield averaging 22 points a game, really struggling so far in the first half. And check with my producer, Ron Yell. I believe he might be 0 for 4. I don't know if Lace Darius... He's 0 for 5. Lace Darius yet to score in this game. And, boy, if Lace Darius doesn't get it done, that's going to make it really tough on West Coast Select.
It definitely is. And I think at some point you're going to have to find some way to get him open, whether it's using screens to get him to slash to the hoop to get easy layup or something. But you need something to get him going. And sometimes the easier shots when you're struggling like that, the easiest shots like a layup or a free throw or something, just anything to get your mojo going.
There you go. You've got a Drake Harvell 3 down on the other end, but Lace Darius on the board with the amp on the other, makes a corner 3. Lead back to 4 now. Oh, River Rose. Tough shot, nice. Good shot. And a little bit of a strut after that from River Rose, and why not? You deserve it. Perfect so far, 3 for 3 from the floor.
Yeah,
the captain of the Chicago Stars.
Want, man.
Well, hey, River Rose is an interesting story, I think. You know, you're talking about Illinois' Mr. Basketball and a McDonald's All-American. You know, still being heavily recruited by Indiana University, along with Najee Jordan of the Indy Stars. But River Rose fallen completely out of the SimWorld rankings. You know, has been playing a little bit better lately, has gotten his averages up to 8 points a game, almost 6 rebounds, and shooting well, actually, 54% from the field. But all the same, it's been a precipitous fall for River Rose. You know, looking for a little bit of redemption personally himself over the course of this SimWorld season.
I can imagine after coming in, like you said, highly regarded, and then falling out of that completely.
Yeah.
You gotta be, if you're looking to get to the next level, you gotta be at this point just trying to showcase your talents best you can to get the next opportunity to show that this was a fluke. But maybe it might be the wrong word, but a fluke there, where you can go and be like, you know what? No, I'm better than what this is saying I am.
Eric Stanley, River Rose's captain counterpart, the captain on West Coast, able to drain the bucket there. Keep things close with just a 4-point Chicago advantage. And there is River Rose with the ball. Swings it to Drake Harvell. Going to take another three. Just hit one a second ago.
And make another one.
That's right. Hey, well, Drake Harvell, we know he's got that skill in his bag of tricks. Shooting 48% from behind the three-point line. Coming into this game, he might be up on 50% now with 2 made threes.
Yeah, Drake is also a fan favorite of Chicago, and with good reason. You get a pretty shot like that, it works, man.
River Rose, oh, not River Rose, that's LeGerald Carroll. Answers with a corner three, and suddenly 2 3-point shots, one from Harvell, one from Carroll, and it is a 10-point lead for Chicago. Biggest in the game. West Coast needs to get some buckets, make some stops, pull back into this last couple minutes of the first half. Shot clock winding down now. Lene Newman, excuse me. Dawson Speaks. That was Dawson Speaks. Apologies, Mr. Speaks, out there wearing the signature yellow shoes. I should be able to identify you. Well, Ian Krimmer has it. He's got Speaks on him.
You know,
River Rose going to try another jumper.
Go ahead, yes, there was a issue earlier in the week with this Chicago team. You know, there was an incident at practice earlier in the week between Ian Krimmer, Drake Harvell, and LeGerald Carroll. So that has since been squashed apparently due to a team meeting that was held, and it seems like so far the squabble has either worked or the squashing of it has worked because they're playing well right now.
Well, sometimes it does help things just to get it out in the open, air it all out. And Chicago is playing like that so far, and you know, there's 3 players involved in that incident. I mean, those are the 3 stars on Chicago as well. Drake Harvell, LeGerald Carroll, Ian Krimmer. Those are your 3 ranked players. Those are your 3 statistical leaders. It's a steal there from Dawson Speaks. Coming up on a minute to play. West Coast already has this chopped down to a 6-point lead from 10 moments ago. And Dawson Speaks has it again, working on a smaller defender. Gets the layup to go. 4 points with just a minute to play.
Now that's what you got to do on a mismatch. I said it in the first game. That holds true here in this one.
Yep.
Mismatch, you have to use it to your advantage. This is a big man. You can't be fading away.
Ian Krimmer loses the handle. Outlaw stuck a hand in there. Speaks is going to try a tough shot. Can't get it to go.
That wasn't the shot you want to take after a turnover like that.
Ooh. Well, that is the shot that Gerald Carroll wants. Can't get it. And then River Rose's second attempt is blocked. And Race Darius Outlaw picking up some screens. Now has a smaller defender on him. You may want that ball back.
Oh, yeah, I'd give it to him.
Oh, out of bounds. Staying with West Coast. Just 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, shot clock's not going to reset. Shot clock is not going to reset. So they're going to have to find a shot here quickly. What do y'all want to inbound play here, E? What do you think?
I think, maybe Darius Player. There you go, right there. With the subs made. Player may be one of your top scoring options. I like his step back. Rattles through. Yeah, Darius Player. He's another one of those River Rose kind of stories. He's California Mr. Basketball. He's a McDonald's All-American. He had 38 points in a game as a junior, but not ranked anymore. Desperation heave. Ooh. Very, very close there. I think that was Dre Carvel got that shot up. Won't go in, but it's a 2-point Chicago lead at the half. Comeback, second half action. Sunset shootout from Los Angeles coming up.
Up all night, putting work till it's daylight. Yeah, inspiration ain't required. I go hard in the pain even when I'm tired. 'Cause tomorrow ain't promised. I give my all, ain't nothing left. No tomorrow, we promise. There's no tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Two-point Chicago lead. A chance to play in the championship game on the line here in Los Angeles. It is West Coast ball wearing the red with the black trim. Taking on Chicago wearing the white uniforms tonight. Or today. It's actually still even fairly early in the day out here in Los Angeles. No, it's getting a little bit later for those of you watching from the East Coast.
But it's been a really good game so far, E. And if the second half continues like the first half did, it could come down to, like I said, the last total possessions.
Well, it's been a defensive battle. Now there, Chicago point guard Chris Campbell drops a pretty dime inside on River Rose. Able to extend the lead to 4. West Coast was down by 10 in that second quarter, fought right back. They've been within a 1 point or at least a bucket most of the way, but have not been able to get back in front since the first quarter.
I think that's my personal big story so far in the game, is the fact that they were able to come back from that 10-point deficit. Because if they hadn't have gotten that under control, maybe we might be talking about a different kind of game here in the second half.
No, it was an important moment for Chicago to step up, get back in it, not get out of control. Or West Coast, I should say. Jay Ingram's going to try a deep shot. That's really not his game, I don't think.
No.
I don't think Coach Aaron Murray is going to be happy with that one for West Coast.
I'm not.
Dre Carvel unable to get his jumper to go. Krimmer is able to rebound it, and it turns into another 3 for LaGerald Carroll. Lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
Creeping back up again, man. It seems like every time they try to pull away, West Coast just says, no, we're not going to allow that.
Nope.
Just yet.
Nope. West Coast definitely hanging around. Chicago taking a timeout. Coach Onielu, Coach Felix of Chicago wanting to talk to his team, maybe prevent some more of those long baseball pass layups. We're going to take a quick break here as well. A little bit more than 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter when we return to Los Angeles. 5-point advantage for Chicago. And there you see the captain, River Rose, getting set to inbound for them.
One of those games where you feel like they should be up by more.
They should, right?
But it seems, but like I said, West Coast just keeps fighting back and fighting back, and who knows, that could eventually come back to bite Chicago in the butt at some point. But
well,
right
one
now,
thing West Coast is not doing is shooting the ball from outside, and Chicago is. That was a 3 there from Chris Campbell. Seen a couple already from Dre Carvel. The Gerald Carroll's also made from out there.
and you spoke it up, man. They missed, but you spoke it up.
Well, it's an 8-point lead. Chance to get it back to 10. Chris Campbell. His shot won't go.
Not quite yet, man. They'll get there, though.
West Coast.
Biggest
Ball
man
in
of time.
Outlaw's hands. He has been struggling so far, but he's going to get a nice easy 2 there. Just uses his speed and athleticism to drive right to the lane.
But yeah. And see, he's so quick. Like, that's such a difficult play to defend on a guy like Outlaw there, too. You know? It's so tough. How do you stop that?
The Gerald
Ooh, how do you
Carroll.
stop that? Oh,
Yep.
man.
Hey, I've noticed this in the games at least, and I haven't covered every Chicago game, but in the games where I have been doing live coverage of Chicago, the Gerald Carroll, I feel like he's going to score 5 or he's going to score 25. He either has a big game or he just doesn't do much. But boy, when he is on, oh, that's a nice pass. Nice pass from the big man, Jay Ingram. Finding a teammate underneath, cuts the lead down to 7.
One of those times where I think a loose ball works in your favor, I think.
Yes.
Get everybody out of position, scrambling for a ball, and sure enough, somebody comes wide open into the basket.
Yep. Big Jay Ingram able to pick it up and get it in a teammate's hands. Ooh. Looked like Ingram. I personally thought that ball came off of Ingram. We're going to get maybe to see it here again. Oh, no. That's just the earlier block. Regardless, it's going to West Coast. Jay Ingram getting a breather, going to the bench. Montel Cage still out there.
Tough inbound defense, though, here.
Yeah. Oh, Chicago. Oof.
Yeah.
Able to break it. Montel Cage able to corral that long pass. And Cage is going to take a jumper. Won't go, but... Oh, Ingram.
Nice grip underneath.
Ripped away from LeGerald Carroll, showing you both on the offense and defense, and more offense from LeGerald. Lead back up to 9. Gerald Carroll averaging 11.2 points and 3.7 rebounds. And a steal a game. Just saw him get another one there.
Yeah, he's got quick
nice
hands.
alley-oop.
All
nice
right.
finish, but let's also credit the point guard, Montel Cage there. Averaging 6.7 assists and dropped a dime on that one.
Yeah, that was an absolutely great pass, too. Those alley-oops are always tough to do. There's so many angles to find the right one and how high to throw that ball up to get it to your catcher on that one. So
Yep.
they're always fun to watch.
But down on this end, acrobat isn't a word that comes to mind very often when I watch Ian Krimmer play. But first of all, nice job getting the rebound, offensive rebound, and then with an acrobatic little twist, almost kind of whipping the ball behind his head above his body. Almost got a 3-point opportunity. Instead goes to the line.
Yeah,
Where he
sometimes you gotta
rattles
be
the first one
creative,
through.
man.
Yep. Ian Kramer playing pretty well tonight and playing pretty well on this season. 6.9 points, 10.2 boards. Shooting 61% from the field, 75% from the free throw stripe as well. Important skill for your big man to have, making the freebies and gets that one to go too. And the lead back up to 9. West Coast needing to make one of these little runs that they've always been able to find so far, get themselves back in position to battle it out in the fourth, but instead, should have been turned over. Darius Player, quick hands, able to come up with it.
Yeah, right place, right time.
Oh, nice pass from Player. Jay Ingram. There's not going to be a flagrant foul call on that apparently, but that was a super hard foul.
Yeah, we
Drew
saw
Collins.
one earlier in the first game that we thought wasn't a flagrant.
Right.
And what?
Makes me wonder how that one's not, if that other one we saw earlier was, particularly Drew Collins, 6'5", 240 pounds. I mean, that's a
Big man.
linebacker hitting you,
Yeah. Look at him over here.
Jay Ingram collects himself, dusts himself off. 11.6 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks for the 14th ranked senior out of Santa Rosa, California.
Yeah, Ingram is definitely the guy on this team.
Interesting question with Jay. You know, a lot of people are starting to sign commitments out there now. Ooh, nice inside rebound from Lene Newman. Get a second chance, and player's going to put it up. Won't go. You're talking about Jay Ingram being heavily recruited by USC to stay in state, but Duke and North Carolina also in on him.
It's tough to pass up schools like Duke and North Carolina, too.
Yes, it is.
It really is. Especially to go to school like USC. It's a home, but man.
Jay showing why he's so much in demand right there. Running the floor, getting the flush. Lead back down to 6.
Yeah, anytime you get a big guy run the floor with you like that, you gotta pay him back for it.
Ooh, wild shot won't go, but another rebound. Drew Collins, offensive board layup. Chicago, again, we'll take a look at the stats when we go to break here, but they feel like they've been really dominating inside. A lot of offensive rebounds in particular, it feels like, for Chicago, or at least a lot that are turning into quick points. Timeout on the floor now for West Coast. Aaron Murray wants to talk it over with his crew. It's an 8-point Chicago lead. We're going to take a quick break. Come right back with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Eight-point advantage for Chicago. Lace Darius Outlaw has been on the bench for a considerable portion of this third quarter. See if he's back out there with the action restarting.
And that could be a reason why this lead's grown the way it has for Chicago. When you don't have a guy who can take away passing lanes and things like that, like Outlaw can with his athleticism.
Outlaw is still on the bench. It's Darius Player out there kind of in the Outlaw role. And Darius has not played badly, but there's a reason why. Darius Outlaw is number 1 ranked junior in the country and averaging 22 points a game, which is about 15 more. And Raphael McNeil just got a little wild right there, steps out of bounds.
Those are ones that you can't have at this point in the game when you're trying to get back into it, down 8.
Some subs in the game now for Chicago, too. Carter Hines Allen carrying the ball. Drake Harvell is still out there and gets it. And Hines Allen takes a shot. Won't go, but look at that tip. Drew Collins. Drew Collins having a decent game. Ian Krimmer, of course, always the focus for Chicago, the biggest of the big men down low. But Drew Collins shining off the bench here. Stolen away by Logan Rice. 10-point lead now for Chicago. Coming up on a minute to play, and it's another one of these junctures where this could get out of hand. Chicago hits some shots. Another offensive rebound and a 3 on the way. Big time splash, wow. Chicago.
What round the cash? Splash. As a man, Chris Move would say.
I love it. 13-point advantage. West Coast wants another timeout, and I don't blame them. This ties, I believe, the biggest scoring margin that Chicago has had so far in this game. Up 13 here, and really it has been a team effort from the Chicago Stars. Of course, Drake Harvell, LaGerald Carroll, their 2 biggest names. making some shots, getting things done out here, but we've also seen some nice play from Drew Collins, Ian Kremer, Logan Rice, River Rose, Chris Campbell. It's just sort of been a parade of Chicago Stars taking their star turns out here in Los Angeles tonight, looking determined to get their 8th win of the season and advance to the Sunset Shootout Championship game. There you see Coach Murray trying to rally West Coast. I don't know, B-Ron Stradamus. I think it's prognostication time. Do you see any way back for West Coast? You did call a Chicago victory. Is this just going to be a blowout over these last 8-9 minutes? Or West Coast got one more run in? I'm going to make this a ball game.
Because of the way we've seen this game play out so far, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I do think West Coast is going to get back into it, but I think my prediction is still going to hold true in that Chicago will win the game.
Well, deflected out of bounds there. Still West Coast ball. I mean, the other factor, too, is that, Lace Darius Outlaw has been on the bench for quite some while now. He should be rested for this fourth quarter. And I've seen Lace Darius struggle and then come out and hit 4 or 5 threes, in a period, too, to completely change the narrative and change the game around. So,
that
nice
might
bucket
be the
there.
plan, too, for West Coast. Get your star players some rest and ready for the fourth quarter. And just have your guys hold the lead or hold the game in place as long as you can, or Lace Darius to get back in the game, and then they'll start their run and get them going. We'll see what happens, but I don't know, man.
Well, Lene Newman got a bucket for West Coast, and they got to stop. Now they're looking to score again, and Newman, 4 quick points. He's been fairly quiet, the 10th-ranked junior out of Salem, Oregon.
And they're coming back, man.
Cut it back under 10. Psychologically important.
Yes, those are always big buckets to get.
Oh,
my goodness.
Left Drake Harvell a little bit open, and that is usually a mistake with Drake. 3-pointer goes through.
I like that, man.
Last opportunity, seconds running out here. Darius player has it. Gives it up, though. Cage going to try to make a tough little flip at the hoop. Wouldn't go. 12-point advantage. Chicago, they are 8 minutes away going to the Sunset Shootout Championship game.
Wishmasterbeats.com, home of the hottest beats on the net.
All right, last 8 minutes of this one, and talking about minutes, B-Ron was just looking there during the break. Lace Darius Outlaw, who has not been playing a bad game, not in foul trouble. He's back out there now, but he has only played 14 of the first 24 minutes of this game, so he should be plenty rested as well. They're going to need an explosion from Lace Darius and friends to get back in this.
Yeah, definitely going to need some help from Lace Darius Outlaw and company to get back in this game. But that is surprising. Only 14 minutes. You'd think that he'd have more, at least 10 more than what he's had so far in the game. But who knows? His last 8 will get him there.
Well, Lace Darius got the fresh legs and uses them to get to the hoop. Rise making easy uncontested layup there. Does cut the lead back down to 10. Now Drake Harvell has it. He's been used for some of these threes. He's going to try an inside runner.
Ooh,
nice. Now, Drake Harvell, a player, second-ranked junior for a reason. Had 36 points as a sophomore. Oh, nice dish up ahead. Harvell picks up the foul. Stanley, our Alaskan star, Eric Stanley, chance to make the old-fashioned three-point play.
Now, I know Lace Darius Outlaw is the guy on this team, but with Eric Stanley being the captain of the team, he's also one of the guys that you're going to look for to get yourselves going in a game like this where you're down 10. Your captain's going to be the guy to rally you all together. If he's a good captain, that's what he'll do.
Eric Stanley is one of these guys, and there's a few of them out there, who I think are going to be better college players than they are on the SimWorld High School circuit. In fact, Eric Stanley should probably sign with Arkansas to join my 2 other favorite examples. Brandon Phillips from Toronto and SVA. Casey Van Arsdale being the other one. But that is a nice move there from Drake Harvell.
Man, it seems like Drake just can't be stopped tonight.
Oof. Well, 11-point lead, 6.5 to go. There still is plenty of time. Ooh, nice move again from Dawson Speaks. Dawson Speaks only averages 2.7 points. He's the starting power forward for West Coast, has been all year. Just not prolific with the scoring, but well above his average tonight. River Rose tries a tough turnaround. Puts it in over Dawson Speaks. That's the 6'8", 210-pound Dawson Speaks as well that he just turned and scored over there. I'm impressed from what I've seen out of River Rose this evening as well.
Yeah, when it's going your way, man,
Ooh.
it's going your way.
And it's going Chicago's way, it looks like, huh?
Yep, it sure looks that way right now. But, you know, again, there's still a whole 5:50 left to go in the game. So there's still time, but they got to figure it out here and pick it up. Some way, shape, or form.
River Rose found Chris Campbell wide open in the corner, but his three wouldn't go. Chance here for West Coast. Darius Player, strong move to the hoop.
Nice move.
California's Mr. Basketball looking to get back on the recruiting radar. Shown a nice few moments out here. Chicago timeout. Coach Felix wants to talk it over with his side. Lead is back down to 9, 5:18. You know, B-Ron, we were talking earlier about some NCAA tournament action also going on today. Baylor trailed by more than 20 in the second half of their game versus North Carolina. Managed to rally all the way back, force overtime. Now, to update everybody, if you've just been watching SimWorld and not NCAA today, North Carolina did come back and win that game in overtime, 93-86. But the point I am making is that 9 points, 5 minutes, and you got Lace Darius Outlaw on your team, you can make up that difference. You can definitely make up that difference.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely make up that difference. That is not a problem at all. The problem is going to be trying to stop Chicago for any reasonable length of time.
Yeah. Well, Chicago looking to advance to the championship game. That is coming on Tuesday. I want to remind everybody to tune back into SimWorld on Tuesday. We will have the doubleheader first. The big game, a banner on the line, some rings on the line, the Sunset Shootout Championship. Midwest has already booked their spot in that game. Chicago looking to go through over these last 5 minutes. And then following that game, we're going to have international action from Barcelona, World West taking on North America. Hey, let's also get our producer, Ron Yell. Ron Yell, were you able to get any insight from anybody or players, coaches? What you got for us, Ron Yell?
Yeah, not so much on this game. I was hoping to get in last game. I didn't get a chance to get to it. But I did just see a tweet go out from Bay Area legend G-Eazy about Brian Webb's performance. Apparently, Brian Webb has an IG following of roughly 100,000 people. G-Eazy was in attendance for the game. That could be one of the reasons why we saw the great performance here at SimWorld Athletic Center West.
Well, that may make Lace Darius Outlaw a little bit jealous. First of all, he's going to be jealous if he can't win this game and play for a title like Brian Webb's going to be doing. But, you know, Lace Darius is a prolific podcaster of his own. I'm not sure what his following is. It's got to be bigger than Brian Webb's. But, hey, 100,000 people on the gram, that's not bad. Bucket there won't go. We are coming up on almost halfway through this fourth quarter. It's still a 10-point Chicago advantage. Drake Harvell has been playing really well tonight, B-Ron. I think that might be my MVP of this game, assuming things don't change. And another bucket for Mr. Harvell.
Yeah.
19 points for Drake Harvell. Well, Drake Harvell, 19, and you saw just 10 for Lace Darius. Crazy. Nice play there. For a second, I was like, why is West Coast holding on to this ball? They got to move and get points. But patient play finds Darius Player wide open. It's 2 more, and the lead is cut back down to 10. Now, while I was giving a lot of credit to Drake Harvell, LaGerald Carroll has also played a fantastic game tonight. I mean, he came into this one, B-Ron, shooting 55% from three-point, and he's probably increased that average. I mean, I'm not sure who the best... Oh, nice defense there, but look, Ian Krimmer comes up with it and scores again. Timeout, West Coast. About to say, I'm not sure who the best three-point shooters are in this game, it might be Gerald Carroll at the top of that list. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. It's a 12-point Chicago advantage, 3:16 left in this game when we return.
Wishmaster Beats.
12-point Chicago advantage, looking to punch their ticket to the shootout championship on Tuesday. While we're getting ready for West Coast to inbound here, still trying to rally, let's also thank our sponsor, Powerade. Powerade for powering up our SimWorld coaches, athletes, and even our commentators like me and B-Ron. Famously Rick Blaze, of course.
Of course, can't forget about Rick, man.
Can't forget about Rick. Thanks for being with us on our first game today, Rick. That was fun to have you there. It's been great having you, B-Ron. Always love working with you. Hope you've enjoyed watching these semifinal games. Let's go ahead and assume that Chicago hangs on here. Under 3 minutes to play and a 10-point lead. I need one final quatrain from you, B-Ron Stradamus, before we can end this game. Who is going to win if it is Chicago and Midwest on Tuesday? Who do you like in that one?
I feel like for the story, I should pick Chicago because that's a fun story to tell, and I had that kind of come full circle. But I also feel like for the same reason, Midwest would also be a fun story too, with Coach J6, making his climb up to the SimWorld coaching rankings for Rick Blaze. That would also be a fun story too. That's tough though to pick, but I feel like right now anyway, I'm gonna pick Chicago. That could change come Tuesday. Right now though, I'm gonna pick Chicago.
Well, if Chicago can keep up this outside shooting, they have been on fire from deep this game, and just saw Drake Harvell and then Chris Campbell add 2 more threes. Had to lead up to 16, now down to 15, but we're under 2 minutes here. I think I might have to text Rick Blaze and ask him to get a hold of his friend Katie, because this one is feeling over to me. This one's feeling over to me.
Yep, and I thought it was gonna get out of hand here in the second half, but eventually it did.
Your prediction was correct, though. Chicago looking for redemption. They had to avenge that Stars of Tomorrow title game loss, and they did. Harvell picking up his second foul. But they are going to advance here. Now, Midwest, this is the first time Midwest had ever even made a semifinal game when they played today. So their first trip to with a trophy on the line. But this will be a third attempt for Chicago. Hopefully, Coach Onielu, Felix. And Chicago, third time lucky. And they'll get to go home with a title.
Yeah, man. Sometimes those things where it's so nice you got to do it 3 times to get it to work, and hopefully this will be Coach Onielu's moment where he gets that third chance and he gets it to work for him.
Something actually I find interesting, B-Ron, is we have seen what I believe to be an actual home court advantage effect this year happening. In New York, won the Deep Three Ballers tournament on their own court. St. Louis, which had been struggling to start the year, made it to the championship game of the Show Me in Missouri. But out here on the West Coast, not quite the same thing. You got an East Coast and a Midwest team that's going to square off in the championship game. So I guess the time zones and the travel not bothering them so much.
Yeah, no, and you would think it'd be the other way around because they're used to playing at this time with time zone differences and all that stuff because America's weird. But you know, it's not affecting them at all. In fact, it seems to be working to their advantage.
Well, if anything, it's been Lace Darius Outlaw affected. Saw him miss another shot there. Outlaw's going to finish this game with 12 points, unless he scores here in the final seconds. Well below his average, almost half below his average.
Yeah, not the you expect to have from Lace Darius Outlaw at all.
No. And dangerous player, like with Outlaw out there, I wasn't ready to write West Coast off until pretty much now. But
yeah. No time left to make up those points in 21 seconds.
No, I don't think you're going to make up 16 in 21. Montel Cage will get to the line. Give us a chance to talk about the 9th ranked junior. State of Washington's Mr. Basketball. Came into this one averaging 11 points and 6.7 assists, which I think it's I don't know if that's league high. It's definitely in the top 5 assist mark. Just not his night, not West Coast night. They're going back. They're taking the bus back home. But Chicago extending their stay, and they're getting their hotel rooms booked up again because they're staying out here in sunny Southern California.
Chicago.
Sunny Southern California. My MVP, Dre Carvel, but congrats to Chicago Stars, Coach O, Ian Krimmer, LaGerald Carroll, River Rose, Chris Campbell. A lot of guys shine tonight, and they're going to get one more chance to shine on this court and maybe take home a trophy when they play for the Sunset Shootout Championship on Tuesday. For myself, for B-Ron, for Rick Blaze, and my producer, Roniel, thank you for being with us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Come back on Tuesday to see who's going to take home a trophy from Los Angeles.